Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? How are people doing here? Back again with another Champions League group stage prediction video. So that's the time of the year again, me predicting Champions League games. So anyways, let's get into this video, shall we? So first game we have is PSG versus Club Brugge. Now, looking at PSG's recent form in the last, I have to say, 5 games, PSG, they've been kind of struggling a bit, you know, as they have won just as much games in their last 5 games as Club Brugge have, which is also 2 games. But if I'm being honest here, I'm going to say probably 3-1 here for PSG because I don't see PSG losing to Club Brugge at all. That would be a big upset if PSG lost or even drew to them. So if I'm going to say here, I'm going to say 3-1 for PSG. You know, I think it's going to be one of those games where Mbappe is probably going to score a brace and give an assist. And then we have the RB Leipzig and the Manchester City game. Now, given Manchester City's recent form in the last 5 games, it's safe to say I think Manchester City are going to win this game by at least, I have to say, 2 Gs. I'm going to say 2-0 for Manchester City just because I don't see Manchester City losing this game at all. And then we have the AC Milan and the Liverpool game. Now, this is going to be one game I'm actually looking forward to because I think it would be crazy if AC Milan were to be able to secure that top 2 spot here. But unfortunately, in order for AC Milan to secure that top 2 spot here, they're going to have to find a way how to win against Liverpool. And the thing about Liverpool is that they've been really on form the last 5 games, similar to Manchester City. So if I had to pick here, I'm going to say probably 3-2 for Liverpool just because I don't see Liverpool losing this game at all. I mean, they are just in absolute top form right now. And I think it's going to take a miracle for AC Milan to try and get a win over Liverpool. And then we have the Ajax and the Sporting game. Now, given Ajax's recent form, safe to say Ajax have been in absolute top form here, and I think they're going to win this game. I'm going to say 2-1 here for Ajax. I think it's going to be one of those games where Haller is going to score a brace for them. But given Sporting recently, Sporting in recent form have been also on top as they won all the last of their 5 games. But I think that just like in the last game, I think Ajax are going to have a big advantage here over Sporting. Next up, we have the Borussia Dortmund and the Besiktas game. Now, you look at Besiktas form recently in the last 5 games, they haven't really won any of their last 5 games. So I'm going to pick here probably 4-0 for Borussia Dortmund. I think it's going to be one of those games where Haaland is going to score a hat-trick for him. And then we have the FC Porto and the Atletico Madrid game. So that's going to be another fun game to look forward to. But if I'm going to pick here, I'm going to say probably 1-0 for Atletico Madrid just because, you know, you look at the tactics that Atletico Madrid implement. I think it might be pretty impossible for Porto to break down Atletico Madrid's defense because I can imagine in this game that Atletico Madrid are going to play a very high structural defensive formation to try and take away Porto's space opportunities. So that's why I'm going to say 1-0 here for Atletico Madrid. I think it's going to be one of those games where either Suarez or Griezmann will get the game winner. And then we have the Inter Milan and the Real Madrid game. Now, both teams in recent form have been on absolute top as both teams have won all the last of their 5 games. But if I had to pick on who's going to have the advantage here, I'm going to say probably 2-1 for Real Madrid. Not only because of the incredible form recently that Vinicius Jr. has been playing here, but I think that you combine Benzema right there, I think it's going to be a really good win for Madrid here. So that's why I'm saying 2-1 for Madrid. Benzema game winner. And then we have the Shaktar Donetsk and the Tiraspol game. So I'm going to pick here probably 2-0 for Tiraspol just because, you know, given Tiraspol upsetting Real Madrid earlier, I think that Tiraspol will have the advantage over Donetsk. Now we have the Juventus and the Malmo game. Even though Juventus have been kind of rusty in the last 5 games here, I'm still going to say probably 3-1 for Juventus over Malmo. And then we have the Chelsea and the Zenit St. Petersburg game. So I'm going to say here 2-0 for Chelsea. I think it's going to be one of those games where Chelsea, they're going to start off the game really hot and finish very strong. So yes, I'm going to say 2-0. And then we have the Atalanta and the Villarreal game. So another really underrated game I'm looking forward to, but I'm going to give the edge here to Atalanta. I think it's going to be 3-1 for Atalanta just because I think Atalanta are going to have the better advantage. And then we have my Bayern Munich team taking on Barcelona in a must-win game for FC Barcelona if they want to clinch a spot in the knockouts for the Champions League. But let's be honest here, man. Barca recently have been absolutely abysmal in the last 5 games, I feel like. Because if I'm being honest here, I'm going to say probably 3-0 for Bayern Munich. I think it's going to be one of those games where Lewandowski is going to score a hat-trick because I think it's a very slim chance that Barca will win this game as they recently have lost their last La Liga game. So if you combine Barcelona losing their last La Liga game and them having to play Bayern Munich, I don't think it's going to be very easy for Barca at all. I think it's going to be almost impossible for Barcelona to try and clinch a spot in the Champions League knockouts here just because Barca recently, they just completely have not been a really good team. And then we have the Benfica and the Dynamo Kiev games. So I'm going to pick Benfica here because I like Benfica's chances. I'm going to say probably 3-2 for Benfica. And then we have the Salzburg and the Sevilla game. But recently Sevilla, they've been in the better form here. So that's why I want to say probably 2-0 for Sevilla. And then we have the Manchester United and the Young Boys game. Now, last time both clubs played Young Boys, they pulled off a massive upset over Manchester United here. But given Ronaldo's recent form here, especially his incredible performance over Arsenal, I think it's safe to say that Manchester United will definitely most likely redeem themselves for their horrible performance over Young Boys in the first leg. So that's why I'm going to say probably 3-0 for Manchester United. I think it's going to be one of those games where Cristiano Ronaldo is going to score a brace, and I think he's going to have an assist in the game as well. So yeah, 3-0 for Manchester United. And last but not least, we have the Wolfsburg and the Lille game. Now, you look at Lille's recent form in the last 5 games. Lille have been looking pretty impressive over Wolfsburg. So that's why I'm probably going to have to give the advantage here to Lille and say probably 3-2 for Lille.